I wouldn't say it's been easy, but I also wouldn't say it's been too difficult. It's people in the real world have way bigger problems than having to pick up and move. And I'm getting paid a lot of money to play this game, to move my family. And at the end of the day, it's part of life. It's a business. I knew what I signed up for, and at the end of the day, I just got to go out there, compete, play as best as I can wherever I am, and just have my family with me, and I know they always have my back.
So what did you think when you were traded? Did you get upset knowing that you were leaving Detroit and coming here to Seattle?
I wouldn't say upset at all. I was surprised, but you work 5 years to be a team captain. You work 5 years to get the respect and the leadership in the locker room. I worked my whole career for that. So, just for just to be going so instant, going to a new place, it was different. But at the end of the day, like I say, man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be in this situation. I couldn't ask for a better situation. Winning team, great culture, great coaches, great teammates. Like I said, I hit the lotto. So at the end of the day, I'm super excited.
Quandre, you've talked family before, and your brother, who was a heck of a football player, Quentin Jammer, in this league, I know has given you a lot of advice. How important is that?
It's super important. After the game on Monday, even though we had a big win, he commented on my girlfriend's little Instagram story and was like, "Tell that turkey he missed 2 tackles." You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm my biggest critic. I knew I missed the 2 tackles, but just having somebody like him that's played the game at the highest level, that knows the ins and outs about football, that can teach me and still coach me up, and I just taking it stride.
Well, you'll be happy to know that Earl Thomas missed a couple of tackles when he was here with Seattle too. How big a deal is it for you to be compared in some ways to Earl Thomas?
I've watched Earl my whole life. I've been compared to Earl in college. So, at the end of the day, that's a big brother to me. I always talk football with him in the off season when we train together and things like that. And we have a lot of similarities in our game, and we both know that. Earl told me that 3 or 4 years ago. And, when I made the transition to safety, I watched a lot of his tape.
I want to read you something here. This is from Coach Carroll. He said, "I've always kept track of Diggs because I thought he was a rare player. Some guys play by the book and they're really conservative. He's not." What did he mean by that?
I think when I see something, I just go and try to make the play. That's kind of how I've always been my whole career, though. Even when I was at nickel, I used to get in trouble. I'm a competitor at the highest level. I just want to go out and compete each and every week. And if I see something, I just want to try to be the first person there to go get it.
Quandre, you seem most of the time like you're a pretty conservative, quiet guy, but you light up when you start talking about your daughter. How important is that to have your family here with you now?
Oh, man, it's the best feeling in the world. I've spent the last, they got here last Monday, and I spent every moment with her. Every moment I have, I spent with her. Her and my girlfriend. It's good when my girlfriend's here too because she keeps me level-headed also, and through everything with game planning and being in the building all day, and she takes care of the house, and I'm just able to come home, love up on them and just have my daughter, kind of keep me even keeled.